Out of experience, something that happened to you was a
like
real
I was raped.
like a real life story.
I've been raped before, but that was not the motivation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it before this song or after this song?
Hey, no, it was after the song.
Who raped you?
Rαpεd.
Is it true?
Yeah.
They raped you. How many?
One. It was one person that raped me, but they raped almost everybody in the house. But it was just one person. It was two people that raped me, actually. Yes. Yeah.
They knew this is Mzbel.
One person in my bedroom and one person in my kitchen.
No, hold on.
I wish we were not talking about this. Oh my goodness.
Like what happened? What happened that day?
So we were in a room, we were sleeping. Me, to be honest, what happened is that I was sleeping in my bed and I felt somebody hit my back so hard, and I woke up. And when I woke up, I saw a face with a bandana, with a handkerchief wrapped on the person's, like disguise on the person's face.
Okay.
Yeah. And they asked for money. I gave them the money and I told them where money is. I showed them a few things, and then the person asked me to lay down on the bed. I did, and then
gunpoint.
Yeah, gunpoint.
Mzbel Abesteti said two armed robbers ebani fie etu share so no forcefully, one in her bedroom and another in her kitchen. Say no no forcefully. Some ladies that were with her also experienced the same thing. Now Yebekaya in the year 2006, and at this particular story is see Mzbel and detail the see, and also for the first time in a long while Okupiemu ewo Emmanuel Ajiman, CEO of Obi TV program be a year Guinness World Record attempt for the longest interview marathon. I also Bayview village, and I just say Ochechemu stating say in fact that particular incident no hanepa. Now that was after say Emmanuel Ajima ebisa and say for the first time in a long while on Tunebono Ochechemu stating what actually happened. Or say anajubina chese or daho and the girls or no on the bedroom and armed robbers mienu etu share ne so chese omu breaking into her house omu bisa ni jewelry ni money or say ordini nyina mom nanso armed robber yi chese na wa cover ne nim ewie no forcefully sign so a gino ema ne second armed robber chese on ne buy accomplice and chese on so e de ne call ni kitchen according to Mzbel sign so e face so or say in fact she reported the case to the police and Crawford we now a few years later notice which according to her they deserve it. Now Senior Tonebu break it down, also explaining what happened in Tech and Anas 2005, where it was alleged say Nkwalabi a kidnapping and asomo cheno from stage sebi a fingano among others, or Tonebu a break into detail what actually transpired, clearing all misconceptions in the process. The video making massive trend. All credit to Obi TV and the journalist Emmanuel Ajiman. Mama yankoshe full video. Ya kaimon so say unya subscribe Emma Vimbas on YouTube. Kindly do well to subscribe. Ya ba ya beto amuso.
I will report, because I believe when I was listening to the stories, I believe like if you report that somebody is trying to molest you, you should have help.
Yeah.
So I didn't understand why people would complain about being raped. I feel like they didn't report. So let me do a song about reporting for being harassed. So I did it, and it worked.
So I some people thought it was out of experience, something that happened to you was a
like
real,
I was raped.
like a real life story.
I've been raped before, but that was not the motivation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was it before this song or after this song?
Hey, no, it was after the song.
Who raped you?
Rαpεd.
Is it true?
Yeah.
They raped you. How many?
One. It was one person that raped me, but they raped almost everybody in the house. But it was just one person. It was two people that raped me, actually. Yes. Yeah.
They knew this is Mzbel.
One person in my bedroom and one person in my kitchen.
No, hold on.
I wish we were not talking about this. Oh my goodness.
Like What happened? What happened that day?
So we were in a room, we were sleeping. Me, to be honest, what happened is that I was sleeping in my bed and I felt somebody hit my back so hard. And I woke up. And when I woke up, I saw a face with a bandana, with a handkerchief wrapped on the person's, like disguise on the person's face.
Okay.
Yeah. And they asked for money. I gave them the money and I told them where money is. I showed them a few things. And then the person asked me to lay down on the bed. I did. And then
gunpoint.
Yeah, gunpoint. Yeah. And after he was done, another person to drag me to the kitchen and he asked me to lie down. I did. And he also raped me.
They protected themselves or
No, it was raw.
So you went to the hospital after that?
Yeah, Snake Hospital. I had to sue. I even had a therapist there who was talking to me every time. They checked us for HIV and they put us on HIV treatment.
That is a terrible experience.
Yeah, it was.
Were they arrested?
They were arrested, and then few years later I heard that they were in Sawam and then they died, or somebody died or something.
Did you curse them?
Oh, Brahima, I didn't have to curse them. What they did to me was enough for them to be cursed. I didn't have to.
Are you sure you didn't curse them?
I didn't curse them officially, but in my heart I was hurt, and I wish that anything terrible would happen to them, and terrible things happen to them.
Wow.
Yeah.
That day, how many were you in the house? Do you remember?
I can't. I was 7 or 8.
7 ladies.
Yeah, it was just girls.
Okay.
The only boy was my son.
Okay.
John. Not even Adepa.
Okay.
John was very small by then. Yeah. And up to now, he remembered everything that happened. Wow. And there was one girl, one of my dancers. She was pregnant. I didn't even know.
Okay.
I knew after the whole incident.
Was it before? Was she pregnant before the incident?
She was pregnant before the incident, and after the incident, that I realized that she was pregnant.
Okay.
Because when we went to the police station, they have to check us. So then I realized she was pregnant. She was like 4 or 5 months pregnant.
Is it true? What happened at KNUST? What happened that day?
Why are you asking me?
What happened at KNUST?
Why do you want to know?
Is it true you were on stage and some young men pulled you out and did things? Is it true?
Nobody did anything to me at KNUST. The thing is that a lot of people, like everybody was happy. The performance was like solid.
Okay.
But what happened was that after we were done, people were like, they were clapping and saying, next one, more. But they were asking for more.
Okay.
And then we did. And then they asked for more. And we did. We keep doing it. And I got tired. So I said in the microphone that, okay, Prior and Cash Show is backstage. After they are done performing, I'll come back with my girls to like give you more performances. And they were like, no. But it all felt like a joke. But when we were getting off the stage, they grabbed my leg and started pulling me into the crowd. And the people on the stage too tried pulling me on the stage. And before I realized, it was a pull, and I passed out. I almost lost my life. Yes. And I believe that the people in the crowd were either drunk or high on something, because to just grab me and start pulling me out of...
Because it was in the news that because you were wearing something short.
It's a lie.
It's not...
Never. On that night, I was wearing pants, trousers.
Okay.
With a jacket. So the only part of me that was exposed is my stomach.
Okay.
And even if I was totally naked, it wasn't enough for me. Even if I was totally naked, it's not enough reason for people to wanna kill me or do what they did to me. Show business. I came on stage to show you something you haven't seen before. I didn't come on stage for you to murder me or put me into that situation. So show business, there's no formula. Show business is showing something that will excite your people, and that's what I did. But I almost lost my life.
You almost lost your
I almost lost my life, because I remember when I saw that video, when they were dragging me into the crowd, I was screaming like a cow.
Screaming?
Yeah, like a cow. Because then they were dragging me, the people on the stage were also dragging me. So it was a pull and pull. So I passed out.
Don't mind me. Today I want to talk about something different. And at a point, it was everywhere. Mzbel has beaten a police officer.
Beaten.
But why did you do that?
Makano.
Like you assaulted a police officer.
And that same incident?
No, a different one. Yes.
It's a lie.
You didn't assault a police officer.
By you looking at me, do I look like I can assault a police officer?
It depends on the police, or maybe a small boy or something.
Why would they employ a police officer that somebody can attack?
So did you assault the police officer?
I did not. But in a court case, let me tell you what happens. I used to be friends with some guy called Maxwell.
Okay, is that the one we know?
I don't know what you know.
Okay.
But I don't want to go there.
Okay.
But then I used to be friends with some guy called Maxwell. I went to pick him up, and then police said that when we were parked, it's not allowed. But meanwhile, there were so many cars parked there. But Maxwell was a little rude to the police, so the police got angry. And then when we were about to leave, he said no, and he jumped on the bonnet. And Maxwell was like, well, I'm not breaking any rules, so if you jump on my bonnet, we'll drive on. And he drove. And whilst Maxwell was driving, police was on the phone calling. And when
the police officer was on the bonnet.
Oh yeah, he was like a spider climbing to go on top of the car.
Who was driving?
Maxwell was driving.
Okay.
But when we went there to pick Maxwell, it wasn't Maxwell driving. I had a driver. It was my driver driving. But when Maxwell came to take over the steer, the police wanted to check his stuff. He showed him his driving license. The police said that the guy who drove to come didn't have a license. Meanwhile, we were already parked. So it was becoming too much. So Maxwell decided to say, so the police made a few phone calls. As before we could get off the place, we were surrounded.
Adolfo, so that was Mzbel Arches Ocheche Munseme in the year 2005 and 2006. And Okasa, obviously, Ubun say Adiano Asheno. Still she is in pain. Whenever she remembers that, Ubun says she goes through a lot, indicating says she so much wish say that particular incident. And see way another story a trendy. Yeah, the more stories ena ebebremo Vimbas TV. So yeah, that's CP.
Vimbas TV.